you seen that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, on 1st October from 10:30 to 12. It will be of 15 marks. Hello, Jyoti.
Yes, ma'am.
Midterm will be 15 marks.
Ma'am, 30 marks.
30 marks. Okay. And quiz? What is the pattern of exam for you people?
Ma'am, fill in the blanks, true, false, short answer, long answer.
No,
Everything is
no,
there.
I'm asking about midterm, quiz, and final. Practical also. Quiz is also there.
No, ma'am, Viva is there. It will be in the end term examination.
Okay, because of online. So shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Only 60 people. So we have the syllabus. I just need to. So number 1 is introduction. Then second is morphology. So introduction part is completed. Now morphology will complete today or tomorrow. And third one, I think it should be biology. Okay, biology and 6 symptoms. This will come in your midterm exam. Okay, anybody wants to ask anything?
And third topic is not coming, nematology taxonomy.
No, no.
Okay, ma'am.
We'll finish first introduction, it's completed, then morphology, then biology, and then symptoms. Okay, because we don't have enough time.
Ma'am, midterm syllabus will be till symptoms.
No, just note down 1, 2, 4, and 6.
Okay, ma'am.
1, 2, 4, and 6.
Ma'am, please provide the PDF of others.
Yes, I will send.
Yes, ma'am.
This morphology, up to morphology, I have sent you. Now the biology, again, biology and for symptoms, I will send you the, whether it will be in Word form or PPT form, I will send.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in last class, we have completed up to critical. This critical markings also, the transverse markings, these are longitudinal markings. This is the secondary sexual character of male. So on the basis of these characters and on the basis of vulval opening, we could differentiate male and female. So this is the real picture. You can see here. This is the spicules showing homogeneous appearance, and from here to here you can see that is a flap-like structure up to tail, to the last end of the tail. It is a bursa. So in secondary sexual character, this is the it is in pair. This spicule is in pair, and in some nematodes, the spicule size is different also. And here you can see small plate-like structure is there. It is hard like plate-like structure just to protect the movement, because during copulation this speculum will come out. So for the movement, so to protect the movement of the speaker, this gubernaculum is present. This is just a plate-like structure. Okay, so only three structures: spicules, gubernaculum, and this bursa. These are the male male organs. I think this also has been completed. So the outer structure is cuticle, then hypodermis, and last layer is muscle layer. So in muscle layer, you will find different types of muscles. These are the platymylian cells. So three types of muscle cells are present. This is platymylian, means plate-like structure is there. Then another is coelomylian, that is bottle shape structure, and then one is circular. I'll show you the diagram. First, you should know that musculature is of two types: somatic and specialized. Somatic means the cells which are present in the somatic purpose, and the specialized muscle is present in the special organs like spicules, vulva, where the movement is needed, like stylate. For stylate movement, stylate muscles are there. For vulval movement, for spicular movement. So all these are provided with specialized muscles. Still, students are joining. Okay, so I told you three types of cells are there: platymylian, coelomylian, and sarcomylian. So you can see in somatic, only two types of muscles are found: platymylian and coelomylian, and in specialized, sarcomylian cells are present. So you'll understand better in next slide. See these three types of structure. My voice is clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Jyoti, Rahul.
Yes, ma'am.
These three types of structures are present. You can see here. This is a cell. So these three are muscle cells. You can see here the nucleus. So one nucleus is important for any cell. And these are the muscular fiber. Okay. These are the muscular fiber which are important for the expansion and contraction. So only this area is covered with fiber zone. This is fiber zone, and the whole cell is filled with sarcoplasmic zone, means cytoplasm is there, filled with cytoplasm. In this case, you can see this fibrils are extended up to the neck. So this is a neck-like structure. That's why it is called coelomylian cells. Here you can see sarcomylian means it is completely circular, and all the circular part, that outer layer part, is covered with this myofibrils. Myo means muscle. So myofibril or muscle fibers are there. So this is very important for contraction and expansion. So all the these muscle fibers are surrounded through all the sides. So this muscle cell is very much helpful in contraction and expansion. This is called specialized muscles, where you need more movement, like stylate muscles whenever they start feeding. So stylate insertion and retraction. So these muscle cells help in that. For spicules, for egg laying, they need vulval muscles, vaginal muscles. So at that place, for excretion, so everywhere where there is more movement, this type of cell is present. Okay. See here, these are somatic muscle. These three specialized muscle associated with the special organ, that is spinal stylate, spicules, etc. Now the alimentary canal. Now we will start with alimentary canal, that is inner body tube. I told you already that nematode body is divided into outer body tube, inner body tube, and pseudocoelom. So you have studied about outer body tube. Now the done with inner body tube, and inner body tube is also called digestive system or alimentary canal. So alimentary canal is divided into three parts: stomodium, mesenteron, and proctodium. So from here to here, from mouth to esophagus is the stomodium, and in stomodium, mouth is present, stoma is present. Stoma is the buccal cavity. Then esophagus is present, and then cardia. Cardia is actually a valve, esophagus intestinal valve, which connects the esophagus and intestine. So it permits the food movement from esophagus to intestine, but it does not permit food from intestine to esophagus. So there is only one way movement, and this is called cardia. So cardia here is present, and here
Excuse me,
mesenteron
ma'am.
from
The
hello.
slide is not the slide is not changing.
You are not. This slide is not visible.
The slide is not changing.
I'm not changing the slide. This alimentary canal slide is visible.
No, ma'am. Musculature is visible.
Only musculature is there.
Now it's visible. Now it's visible.
Now.
Yeah, it's visible now.
Oh. So I'm telling you that the nematode body is divided into outer body tube that you have studied: cuticle, hypodermis, and muscle cells. Now the turn to inner body tube, and inner body tube is divided into three parts again: stomodium, mesenteron, and proctodium. From here you can understand, from mouth, sorry, from mouth to esophagus, it is stomodium, and from after esophagus, this whole intestine. Okay, from here to here, it is intestine, and this part is called mesenteron. This is the largest part of intestine, and you can see this is the constricted part. So from intestine to rectum. So after intestine, rectum, and the anus, that is opening of digestive part, this is called proctodium. So proctodium contains rectum and anus. Proctodium is also called the hind gut. Gut, you know, digestive system is called gut. So hind gut means the posterior part of the alimentary canal. Mesenteron contains only intestine and four parts in stomodium, that is oral aperture, that is mouth; stoma, that is buccal cavity is having stylet; esophagus is this, and then cardia. Cardia is the, from here there is a valve which connects the esophagus to intestine. And one more part which is not written here, you can write it down, that from intestine to rectum, there is another valve here, that is that permits the movement of food, that is undigested food, from intestine to rectum is to be excreted out. So this is called intestino-rectal valve. Okay, just like here esophago-intestinal valve, it is called intestino-rectal valve, and in one word it is called pylorus. 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 Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, someone wants to join. Please allow.
Actually, we have started earlier, so no problem.
Ma'am, repeat
So
where this pylorus is present.
pylorus, Pylorus.
Ma'am,
Pylorus is
ma'am, where
intestino.
it is present?
It is present just in the from here, intestine to rectum. Where the intestine ends, it starts, and the rectum starts. So this is actually a wall, actually a door, a type of door which allows only one side movement. It doesn't allow the movement of food from rectum to intestine, just like here. Okay. So it prevents the regurgitation. So
Ma'am, these valves are which kind of muscles?
this is a valve mean just like a door. एक दरवाजा है, एक दरवाजा
Ma'am,
से जब आप अंदर जाते हो तो बाहर भी आते हो, लेकिन यहाँ से वो अंदर ही जाएगा, बाहर नहीं आएगा.
ma'am, is it a muscle?
Valve is a muscle, yes, muscle,
Which muscle, ma'am? Specialized.
specialized muscle. So, and proctodium is having two parts. Rectum, that is a short tube you are seeing here. This is short narrow tube. This is called rectum, and the opening is called anus. Now, can anybody tell that anus is present in female or not? Anus is present only in one individual, either in female or male. So there it is present. Anybody? No one. Jyoti,
I don't know.
you also don't remember.
Present in female. Males have a common opening called cloaca.
Yes, very good. Who is that? Rohit?
Aniket.
Aniket. Very good. So this is the major difference between male and female. The first one is secondary sexual organs. The second one is that males, digestive system and reproductive system, they just meet here. Okay, they just meet here and then form a common tube through which the digestive part and reproductive part both have a common tube, and that common tube is called cloaca. Okay, and the opening is called cloacal aperture. Cloacal aperture. So that is absent in female because female has different opening for the reproductive system, that is called the vulva, and the short tube is called vagina. So I will show you the reproductive system diagram also, so don't worry. So first is your stomodium. Okay, so we'll start with stomodium. So when you see from the upper part of the nematode, you can see the lips. 6 lips are there, and this is opening. Okay, so this is opening through which the stylet will come out, and this is the 6 lips. So 2 lips are subdorsal. You see that it is not present in the dorsal region. This is dorsal region, this is ventral, and these 2 are lateral. So 2 lateral lips are present and 2 subdorsal. Subdorsal means slightly move to slightly different from the dorsal portion. So 2 subdorsal lips, 2 subventral lips, and 2 lateral lips. This is also a part of this end-face view. End-face view means when you are seeing from the upper part of the face. So these are the sensilla. Sensilla is called. This is the nervous system part. So, and these 2 are amphids. Amphids are actually the sensory organs. These are present on the mouth or just below the lips or on the lips. This is for the sensing of the food or anything which are coming towards the mouth, towards the nematode. So they will sense with these amphids. The amphids have amphidial glands and they have some chemical reaction through which they sense the any particles or water or anything that comes towards their mouth. Okay, so you can see here this is the original picture taken by the SEM, scanning electron microscope. So you can see that the mouth is there, here the mouth is, these are the lips, and on the lips you can see the sensilla is present. So
The
this
slide is not changing.
again the same problem. Now,
Yes, ma'am, it is fine.
okay. If the slide you are not seeing, then first tell me I have taught you everything, then you are telling that it is not visible. So if the related material is not there in the figure, just tell me right now.
Okay.
Okay, so these are the 6 lips and these are the sensilla. This is the mouth. Now stomodium, you can see stoma. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Now it is visible. Stoma part.
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now it is visible.
Stomodium. So stomodium, we have seen that first part is mouth, lips, that emphasis view. Then second part is stoma. So stoma is this part where the stylet is present or teeth is present. Okay, this part is called stoma. And the upper portion, this portion, we have seen that is the lips, lip region. See, you can see here 3 types of stoma is there. This is the original picture. So this is of microvivorous, which are free living nematodes that feeds on the bacteria, fungi, or other microorganisms. And this is the predator. Predator have teeth. You can see the teeth are there. And the predator feeds on other microorganisms or other nematodes. And this is phytophagous, means plant parasitic nematodes. The plant parasitic nematodes, you can see these are having stylets. Stylet, again, stylet is divided into 3 parts. The upper cone part is called conus. From here to here, that is straight rectangular shape is called conus. Then shaft, it is called shaft, shaft. And on below the shaft, there are 3 knobs. You can see here only 2. So 2 from this side and 1 from other side. 3 knobs are present. This is called stylet knobs. Okay. So stylet knobs, I told you that spicular stylet muscles are there. That is specialized muscles. And these are the
Ma'am, the
head.
slide is not changing again.
You told that slide is visible. Stoma.
Yes, ma'am.
Visible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the stylet, conus, shaft, and knobs. Here the mouth is there, and then this is the head part is highly sclerotized structure, means very hard, just to protect the mouth from protect the stylet from the external environment. Okay, and you can see here there is a lumen, there is a hollow part inside the stylet. So when it punctures the root cells, it sucks the root the cell material through this lumen. Okay. Now this is unarmed. Unarmed means they don't have to puncture the fungus and bacteria, so they just swallow. But some fungal nematodes, fungal feeding nematodes like Aphelenchus, aphelenchoids, which feed on the mushroom crop, these are having stylets. So they puncture the fungal cell. So they have a small stylet. And these are the predators having teeth. These teeth are helpful in capturing the other prey and swallow it. Sometimes some nematodes have more teeth to prick and suck the cell side. Now I told you that cephalic sclerotization, just here, this is cephalic sclerotization, means the head is highly sclerotized, highly solid structure. And this is stylet, you can see here. This is a cross-sectional view, longitudinal section. You can see 2 stylet knobs from here to here, shaft, and this is the conical part. It is conus. So when they need to feed, they have to take out this stylet outside this mouth. Okay. So which muscle is helpful for this? This muscle. You can see here This slide is visible.
No, ma'am.
Huh? Now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then tell me your, just keep silent. This is a stylet. Okay, stylet knob, shaft and stylet. This is conus part. So from stylet knob to the head sclerotization, there is a muscle. These are the specialized muscles. So for these, when these muscles contract, this will come out. This stylet will come out. And when this will relax, this stylet will come inside. So this is the function of this specialized muscle. This is also called stylet muscles. And for retraction is different muscle, and for contraction is different muscle. So both type of muscles are involved here and here also. Okay, just cut it out to show the muscles. You can see here, this is the oral aperture, this is line diagram, vestibule, cephalic arc, dorsal arc, these are all the head sclerotization. Now you can, different type of stylets you can see here, visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can see there is a very long stylet here, very small and thin stylet is here, very stout stylet is here, very long and stout stylet. So they are having different shape. Even the stylet knobs are having different shape. You can see here, this is anchor shape, this is round shape, sometimes tulip shape structures are there. So these are all from for the identification of different nematodes. So these are all of taxonomical importance. Now here you can see in horizontal position it has been shown that the upper part is conus, the middle part is shaft, and these are the knobs. These are the three knobs, and the lumen. Lumen is just a hollow part inside the stylet to up to anus, through which the food moves. Okay, now the esophagus. The last part of stomodium is, the fourth part of stomodium is esophagus. Is it visible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
So esophagus is also of different types. In primitive types, that is not very well developed, in that nematodes only the single part. You can see there is no differentiation from here to here. This is a single part, one part esophagus. Here is the two part esophagus, bottle shaped. You can see from here to here one part, and from here to here that is more bulging part, which is also called bulb. Okay, so esophagus is divided into two parts, that is corpus and post corpus. So the corpus and post corpus both are merged in this type of esophagus, and this is found in mononchida. Mononchida group that I have shown you in predatory nematode, that they have teeth and they have very large stoma, so they swallow the other nematodes, and they are having this type of esophagus. These are having two types, so they are found in this type of esophagus is found in Dorilamida group. Dorilamida group, uh, different types of nematodes are there. Some are plant parasites, some are predatory also, but they have very long esophagus and having this corpus inner part and post corpus bulges part. Okay. Now the next is three-partite esophagus, which is very well developed, and it is found in the well-developed nematode, that is in Velidocline and Petalingus, Talincorinthus. Even in Rhabditida group, all the developed nematode have this type of esophagus, which is having three parts. Three parts means corpus is divided into, here the corpus is divided into procarpus and metacarpus. and it is having two bulbs. Here you can say one large bulb and one small bulb. So this is also called median bulb, which is not written here. You can write down in your notebook. So keep your notebook with you. If nothing is written, whatever I'm telling you, if that is not written in slide, you should note it down, because I will ask the questions from everything. So this is corpus, and corpus is divided into procarpus and metacarpus. Metacarpus is having valve. You can see here this black part is valve. It is just like a heart, but in our body that pumps every time. So it also pumps when, but only when the nematode is feeding. So from here to here, and again the specialized muscles are here. Okay, from this wall to this wall, there are specialized muscles. So when these muscles contract, this lumen, this is the opening through which the food passes. So this will open. This will open, making a larger volume to suck the contents. And when they relax, this will having very thin space. So this is metacarpus. So again in different nematodes, that is having three partite esophagus, having different parts, different shape and size of this esophagus. See here, this is basal bulb, this is median bulb, this is basal bulb. So here you can see five in one part, five glands are there. Okay, these are five esophageal glands. So the larger one, which is single, this is called dorsal esophageal gland, DOG, dorsal esophageal gland. So this is responsible for the partial digestion of food inside when the nematode penetrate the cell, plant cell. So this is responsible for that secretion. And these are the pair of subventral glands, and these are responsible for the digestion of food when the food comes inside. Okay, so again the opening, this is the short tube through which the glands open in this lumen. You can see the short lumens are short tubes are there. So in this primitive nematode, that is one partite and two partite, these five glands are present. But in advanced nematodes, only three glands are present. Okay, so sometimes these glands become very large, and this basal bulb overlaps over the intestine. So after after the esophagus, there is start of intestine part. Between these, this is the valve. So valve is the esophago-intestinal valve. So if the esophageal glands become very large, this part or one part of this basal bulb overlaps, means it just hanging over on the intestine. Sometimes ventral sides, sometimes dorsal sides. So it is also a taxonomical character. So you can see here the bulb, median bulb is also very strong. Okay. Hello, Rahul. Okay, so you got the parts?
Excuse me,
Yes.
ma'am, please repeat the function of the glands in the one part system, the primitive one.
Okay. Function of the esophageal glands is to digest. They have certain enzymes. So when the nematodes penetrate the plant cell with their stylet, so they just secrete the dorsal esophageal gland, the only one that is large esophageal gland, that is called dorsal esophageal gland, DOG. That secretes the enzyme which is helpful in partial digestion of food when the food is in the plant cell. So the nematodes take the partial digested food. So this type of feeding is called extracorporeal digestion. When you study the feeding, then I will tell again. So this is called extracorporeal digestion. Means the food is partially digested outside the body of the nematode. So that dorsal esophageal gland is responsible for partial digestion of the food. So you can see here also, this is full diagram of esophagus. You can see this is larger esophageal bulb, that is dorsal esophageal gland, and the gland duct is coming here. It just secretes the enzymes in the on the base of stylet knobs, so that immediately this stylet will secrete in the plant cell. Okay, the next part is isthmus between the median bulb and the basal bulb. This is a constricted part. It is called isthmus. This is the third part. So isthmus is having a ring-like structure. This is called nematode brain. Actually, in our case, our brain is present in our head, but here in nematodes, the brain is not present in their head. It is present in the neck of the esophagus. That is called isthmus. So this is also called nerve ring. Okay, or you can say circumesophageal. Nerve rings are there, fibers are there. So it is called circumesophageal commissure or nerve ring, and it is also called the brain of the nematode. Okay, so these are all the parts of your esophagus. Now after esophagus, this is a cardia, that is esophago-intestinal wall, which permits the movement of food from esophagus to intestine. In original picture also you can see this is the stylet, lumen is there. This is the from here to here esophagus. This is procarpus, this is metacarpus, and from here to here there is a isthmus, which is a long narrow tube. And here you can see this is a large bulb, this is called basal bulb. The esophageal glands are also visible here. Okay, you got it? Now this is the feeding tube. I will tell you in feeding, when you study feeding, then I will tell you. Then this is mesenteron and proctodium. So in digestive system, the first part is stomodium, that is complete. Stomodium has 4 parts. All 4 parts you have seen. Now the second part is mesenteron, and I told you the mesenteron contains only the intestine part because it is the largest part of the nematode digestive system. Is it visible to you, mesenteron and proctodium? Jyoti?
MPPN
No, ma'am.
says
Yes,
visible.
ma'am.
Now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So mesenteron and proctodium. Now mesenteron, you can see, if you cut the cross section of mesenteron, then you can see the intestinal wall and lumen. Lumen means the middle part. And you know, in our digestive system also, the small intestine has a very large number of microvilli that has the function of absorption of digested part. So here also you can see here small fibrillar like structures are present, and this is called microvilli. The microvilli is responsible for the absorption of digested food, and these are the cells of mesenteron, that is intestine. And this is, the wall is made up of single layer of epithelial cells. These are the epithelial cells, and inner margins lined with microvilli. So microvilli are present, and food is passes through this hole. Now the proctodium part. Here you can see This is the male reproductive system. Here you can see this is the male digestive system and here is the male reproductive system. So both joins here and to form a cloaca. And now the opening is called cloacal aperture. Here you can see the spicules are also present and the spicules opening is here. Excuse me. Okay, so spicules is also opening here. So during copulation through the spicules, they release the sperms to the female body. And here you can see this is the hard part, that is gubernaculum. This is cloaca, this is cloacal aperture, this is the spicule. So in proctorium, two parts are there, rectum and anus in case of female. In case of male, cloaca and cloacal aperture. So in males, intestine joins vas deferens to form promontory. Vas deferens is a part of male reproductive system. We will study later. And anus, females have a separate opening of digestive system that is pore-like on ventral side. And you should note it down that all the openings, I told you already in previous class, that all the openings of nematodes, they are found on the ventral side. Okay, so I will stop here. In next class, tomorrow I will tell you about the reproductive system. Tomorrow I will finish this slide. Okay. Just wait, don't leave now. Okay, so tomorrow the same time we'll meet. From 11:40. From 11:40. Yes. Yes, tell me. One student has raised his hand. Okay. He's leaving. Okay, you can leave now. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.